All right, we're ready to go. We are ready to go. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome back. All right, let's talk about some comics today. We're going to talk about this Walmart pack right here. I'm going to open and see what's in it. See if we can find anything kind of cool in it. And then from here, we're going to go into another video that's going to highlight a book that I found in my collection that I thought was kind of cool. Just want to share with you guys. And for everything that I'm doing on this video, and actually on most of my videos, I'm going to say, man, it's more about collecting than anything else. I'm going to say, no spec, just collect, baby. Just collect. That's what we're going to be doing here on a lot of my videos because, speculating is great and all, but, I got into this comic book thing when I was younger and when I was older. I got this thing to collect and to have fun with it. Speculation is great. I get it, but and trying to find a dime in the rough is great too. But, I'm going to talk about comic books that I like and show you some books that you might like as well. And if we happen to come across something that is super hot and valuable, hey, so be it. That's great. But it's not going to be all about that. Okay, it's going to be about collecting comic books, collecting anything we talk about, whether it be Star Wars, Hot Wheels, or whatever. It's going to be about collecting. We're going to stumble across some hot stuff here and there, and that's great. But it's not going to be about all that. So hey, like I said, no spec, just collect. All right, let's open up this book and see what you think about this. All right, so the weird thing about these packs is that the stores that I've been going to, they've been out of them. I go back and they've got some more. So they've been restocking them, which is good. So I've been able to pick up a couple that I didn't get before. But in the past, I've found that the stores I go to, once they're out of the current batch, they're out of them. But the two stores I've been to so far, they've been out and they've been restocking. So that's kind of good. So if I miss something, I can finally pick it up. But in the past, like I said, it was just one and done, basically. If you didn't catch it then, you're out of luck. All right, so we have Wakanda, #1. Nice cover. This month they've had two Wakanda books, or I should say two Black Panther books, in their packs, which is kind of cool. And this is a really nice cover. And I've not seen it before. I don't have this issue also. Now, of course, Wakanda #3 or 4. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact issue, but there's an issue where it's the origin of that new character, Tosin. Or I wouldn't say maybe origin, I'm sorry, let me go back. It's actually his first cover appearance, but I believe they bring in some more characters from his clan. So they're kind of fleshing him out a little bit more. Okay, so this is #1 of that series. And who knows, maybe down the line we'll see that issue in one of these packs, or maybe we'll see a second print because, they do a lot of second prints in here. So who knows, maybe somewhere down the line, a couple months from now, you might open up one of these Walmart packs and find that issue with the second printing. It's very possible. Okay. All right. So we got Wakanda, and this is it's a variant edition. All right. So let's put this aside. Well, hey, listen. I'm not mad at this at all. This is Thor 26, Banner of War. So I kind of dropped off the Banner of War a little bit. Just something about it didn't grab me. I mean, I did have it on my pull list from my local comic book store, but it just wasn't grabbing me. But I'm okay with this. This is part 4. I can maybe see how the story finished out, and this is second printing. And actually, that's a pretty cool cover. That's a very cool cover, actually. So not mad at that at all. And that's what I'm talking about. Second printings find their way in these packs a lot. A lot. Okay, that's not bad at all. And Judgment Day. All right, this is Marauders. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you one more time. If you don't have Marauders, pick up a Walmart pack. You're going to get an issue of Marauders. I have so many issues of Marauders, and every one I get is from these Walmart packs. It's an okay team. It's all right. Not really my bag, but this is the Judgment Day issue where we have Avengers, X-Men, and the Eternals trying to figure out what's going on with these Celestials who are deciding whether or not, I guess, mutants need to be around. So the Eternals are kind of their enforcers in that. So pretty cool. So like I said, something to read. So not too bad. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So let's go on to the next video. It's like I said, it's a video I made a couple days ago. So I'm just going to attach it to this and make one big video. And then we'll move on to that. And then I will see you later. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Here's a video that I want to kind of share with you guys real quick. I was just gonna do this as maybe like a little stinger to go before or after one of my other videos, but I'm gonna take a little bit more time on it because the more I looked into this book, the more I found it even more interesting. So I want to kind of share this with you. This is a book I found while I was looking for books in my collection that I'm going to give away for the giveaway for that one video that I made a couple weeks ago. But when I found this book, I found it kind of interesting because it's when the book was released and who's on the cover and just how it kind of highlighted where Marvel was going in the future. This book was a real kind of a harbinger to what was going to be happening in the MCU on on the small screen, maybe of course there's video games, and of course in just the Marvel universe in general, characters that were going to kind of blossom and go further. So even in animation. So I thought this was a pretty cool cover, and I want to kind of show you this real quick. This is Marvel, all new, all different, Marvel .1, number 1. Okay? Now, this book came out in 2015, and here's what I think is really cool about it. In 2015, the only character, well, not the only character, I'm sorry, the one character that's making their big movie debut in 2015 was Ant-Man, okay? Scott Lang's Ant-Man. And there he is, right there, little fella right there. See him? Okay. To this point, we haven't had, a couple of these characters hadn't been on the big screen yet, or the small screen, or once again, maybe in a big time video game, right? So here's what's cool about it. On the cover, you have, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, as she's also known. You have Vision. You have Miles Morales, Miss Marvel, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor, of course, Black Panther, Phil Coulson, Red Wolf, and Captain America, Steve Rogers, in a much more aged state. Now, what I thought was cool about this is that 2015, we did not have the Black Panther movie yet. We did not have Into the Spider-Verse yet. We certainly did not have the Spider-Man video game that was a huge hit. First one with Peter Parker and the second one with Miles Morales. And then we didn't have the animated movie. Vision had not yet been featured on the WandaVision television show, and he still has another series coming out that's going to focus on him. They're kind of calling it, I guess the working title is Vision Quest, which is kind of I think they're kind of throwing back to the 80s with that, from an old 80s movie. That's what I think. But I thought it was kind of a cool title. But that might not be the show's actual end title, but that's the working title, Vision Quest. But it's going to get its own show, We've had, of course, Miss Marvel had her own series on Disney Plus. She's now going to be in the Marvels movie with Captain Marvel and maybe Monica Rambeau and maybe some other folks. Of course, now Sam has picked up the mantle on Disney Plus with Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And we had Love and Thunder with Jane Foster in it. And we did see an aged Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame. And this came out way before Endgame. I gotta say way, but a couple years. All right. So, and then I think, I could be wrong, but I believe that we're going to see some form of Spider-Woman in that Spider-Verse animated movie with Miles Morales. Now, the only character on this list, on this cover, that hasn't made a big debut, and I don't know if it's something that's going to happen, is Red Wolf here in the corner. All right. So I don't know if there's going to be anything big with Red Wolf. At the time, looks like they were kind of positioning him to be more of a bigger player in the Marvel comic book universe. But everybody else on this page, on this cover, I should say, has kind of made it to the screen of some sort. I thought it was pretty cool cover. Phil, of course, at the time, 2015, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a thing. I like that show. It was a fun show. Wish they would have kind of continued it, but they took some weird roads in it, which kind of, but like all TV series, not every single episode is going to be a winner. Not every story arc is going to be a winner. It's a TV series. If you got a lot of episodes, a lot of time to fill, so not everything's going to appeal to everybody. I get that. But, old Phil was a big deal back then. So much so, they brought him into the Marvel comic book universe from the MCU. So, but also a cool cover. I mean, this book you can probably get out there. I don't know how much it's going for. I didn't even check. I just saw it and wanted to kind of highlight it. I mean, I don't think it's a very expensive book. It's not one of the point ones that had any real big key significance per se. I do believe that in this one, Daredevil gets his sidekick. I believe his name is Blind Spot. I'm not sure if it's his first appearance or not. But it's a pretty cool book either way to have. I think the cover's kind of nice. So I think it's Sarah Pacelli that did that cover. Not too sure, but it's a nice little cover. So if you're out there looking for something that's maybe, I guess you can say, part of Marvel history that kind of highlights everything at a turning point, because like I said, these are new, fresh characters. Characters from different walks of life that Marvel wasn't highlighting as much, and now they're out there. They're there on the big screen. They're on the small screen, and they're more of them in the comic books, of course. So it's a pretty cool book. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to see Red Wolf. That's a whole nother conversation with the Red Wolf. I mean, it really is. But I don't know if we're going to see him. At least we're not going to see him like that, I don't think. But that's the only one I would say is probably a one-off in this situation. So, all right, guys. Well, I just want to share that with you. I thought it was pretty cool. It's just a quick video. Want to get it out there. And I'm going to go back to the boxes, start digging, and see if I can find some more comic books to give away. I will not be giving away this one because I do like this book. I'm going to keep this one. I'm glad I found it, and I'm going to put it to the side. But there's other books I'm looking for that I'm going to send out to you guys once we get that contest over with. Guys, have a great night. Talk to you later.